Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Just want to take a second and get you up to date, kind of what's going on with me, because there's been some pretty substantial changes on what's going to be going on with me moving forwards. I never thought one day this would save my life. So I've been lifting 40 years and I had my thumbs wrapped around the bar, and these big hands don't drop much. So for it to jump out like that, it felt like a real blessing, because it literally felt like somebody took it out of my hands and dropped it on my chest, which turns out I had a hematoma and some bruising, and I really messed up my ribs on my intercostals. But, you know, moving forwards with that, they said they found an incidental finding in my kidney, and they weren't sure if it was a fatty tumor or a cancerous tumor. They weren't sure. And so I was going to have to go through more testing and blood tests and more CT scans and stuff like that. So I decided, you know, I was already in pretty good shape, and I try to go to OSG and just do the best I can. So getting second to Mark was absolutely amazing, because Mark's a phenomenal competitor, and hats off to him. He came ready to go and he won that day. But I got second out of 24 guys, so I'm not upset at all. I left my shoes there and I retired from strongman, mainly because I don't know how my body's going to react with only one kidney. And they were already talking at the time that they were going to take the kidney. They weren't sure exactly what it was at that time, but in the meantime, I had an MRI, which they determined it was not a fatty tumor. They could not get at it through a biopsy. Well, they would have to go through my lung and some other stuff. So they just decided it wasn't a great idea. And after the MRI and enough doctors looked at it, they all decided it was cancerous and it would have to come out. So in the meantime, while we were waiting to figure out a surgery date, I went and did this. Come on, run. Yes, sir, let's go.
Come on, Nick.
6, come on, Nick. 600 pounds, folks. You kidding me? 8 reps. Come on, Nick. 10. Let's go.
10 more,
He's going
Nick.
for 11. Come on, Vegas, help him out. 11. Come on, Nick.
Come on, Nick.
13, 600 pounds, 14, 54 years old. Are you kidding me? Let's go. 15. We have a Nick Bass. It was an absolute pleasure doing that at Stan Effordine's cage, and pulling 600 for 15 reps was a lot of fun to do in front of those people. So that was great. Got to work the evolution booth with Brian Shaw, and it was a great day. It was so much fun. And shortly after that, about a week later, I had a doctor's appointment, and he said, hey, it's January 3rd. He goes, but I want to do a scope to make sure it's not in the urinary tract part of the kidney. We don't think it is, and the urine tests are coming back negative because there's no cancer cells in them, but I want to make sure. So they do a scope where they go through your penis into your bladder and over to your kidney. He installed a stent in there that he said he would take out before the surgery. Now this is December 29th, and 5 days before the surgery. So it was kind of crazy. I was very happy they put me to sleep for that. Trust me on that one. But got through it, peed blood for a while, because the surgery is, the scope is pretty evasive. I mean, invasive. They just go in there and root it right away. And just as that was all healing up and ready to go, went into the hospital January 3rd and got this. got my kidney removed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's one down here, 5, and then the big one is where they pulled the kidney through. So they did all the work, they blow up your stomach, and then they do all the work in there, and then at the end they cut the hole to pull the kidney out with, and they did. It turned out to be a renal cell carcinoma, so it was cancer. It was at stage 1, but it was almost at stage 2 side, so it was an absolute blessing that dropping that bar on my chest, it truly saved my life. And I hope you guys follow me on the journey to come back and get back to training, find out where my new body's norms are, how my kidney can handle like the intense training and stuff that I go through. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of blood tests and getting a lot of blood work and stuff like that done. But you know, it wasn't that big of a surprise that I had cancer, because both my great grandmas died of cancer. My grandma was the first person to survive abdominal cancer in the United States. And then my mom's also had cancer. So, and then I think there's a couple on my dad's side that have had cancer as well. So they got it out of my body completely. I got one more procedure in the other kidney, because they did find a similar one, but it's very, 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 very small. They're gonna be able to go in and freeze that one out as well. And then I'll be completely cancer-free at that point, which is freaking awesome. I'm excited to move on and go through rehab again, and be slow, methodical with this process. And I hope you guys enjoy the journey. I feel great. It's been a week since the surgery, and my wife takes my phone from me on pig pills, because she doesn't want me to go crazy on the internet or post things that are inappropriate. But I hope you guys follow along with the journey. I will be back. I'm going to do a powerlifting meet later in the year. I was planning on doing one in May. Sorry, Micah, I can't make the one in May. But also, sorry, CT, I can't come down to the thing tomorrow. I can't travel in the car just yet for that long of a time. But I will be back. I'm going to do a powerlifting meet probably sometime between September and November next year, and try to squat over 800 and total over 2,000 for the 27th year. So anyway, I hope this finds you well. Hope this gives you some motivation, because I am, to say the least, extremely motivated and looking forward to my journey back. But train hard, train smart, be the best you can be, and thank you.